It's proven. It's officially proven. Corporate jargon is complete BS.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this. Scientists at Cornell University found that people who fall for corporate jargon are worse at their jobs. To measure this, they even built something called the Corporate Receptivity Scale. This is amazing. This is no longer just silly little me screaming in a YouTube video. I got scientific data backing my ass up. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, because this study also has some messed up implications. Actually, the findings are quite dark. Let me get into it. So the study tested over 1,000 office workers, and what they found is that employees who rate corporate jargon as insightful and impressive score significantly lower on tests of analytical thinking, cognitive reflection, and fluid intelligence. Isn't that amazing? Your dumb corporate drone coworkers are now proven to be dumber than you. The people who hear,
"We need to leverage our synergies to actualize a renewed paradigm of cross-functional value delivery,"
and then think,
man, that is so insightful. Your mind just has this exceptional way of working through problems.
those people suck at analytical thinking. Get owned!
Fair enough. But does this one study really prove that much?
Absolutely. These motherfuckers ran 4 separate studies. It's pretty hilarious. For these tests, they built a corporate generator. This thing produced sentences like, pressure test a renewed level of adaptive coherence. Basically complete jargon bullshit. And then they mixed those fake generated sentences in with real quotes from Fortune 500 executives. And the jargon lovers couldn't tell the difference. They couldn't separate the AI generated nonsense from the real CEO quotes. These same drones also performed worse on workplace decision-making scenarios. That is absurd, but also hilarious. The same person that would go,
So what I'm proposing is that we really double down on proactively future-proofing our customer-centric touchpoints.
that person would also go,
Why door not open? Why me not going forward?
You need a key, you f***ing idiot.
I'm assuming, of course, but it gets worse. Or more hilarious, depending on how you see it. The study found that people high on the corporate receptivity scale rated their bosses as charismatic and visionary. They were also more likely to be inspired by their company's mission statement. Of course they were. Of course! Idiots that suck at analytical thinking fall for the corporate BS, and they also think their boss is inspiring. Who would have guessed? Me. I would have. I can guarantee you, no big corp CEO ever has been inspiring to anyone with an IQ over 75. Idiots fall for it. They fall for the crap creating the toxic corporate culture.
Lol, that's kind of fun. Oh, those stupid corporate drones. We all hate them, but at the end of the day, it's all fun and games. Good to know I'm better off than they are.
Brother, this is where the study goes from hilarious to f***ed up. The study ain't over.
Alright, what's so f***ed up about it then?
The same study found that employees who score high on corporate receptivity are more likely to be promoted into leadership roles.
What?
You heard me.
But you just said they're worse at their jobs?
That is an accurate recollection of my previous statements, yes.
So, how are they getting promoted?
Because the people doing the promoting are the ones using jargon, and the ones using jargon like people that like jargon. Simple. When the corporate drone is having a performance review and she's telling her boss about driving transformational outcomes through strategic alignment of core competencies, the boss hears someone who gets it. You and I, of course, hear a foreign language, and a up such. The boss hears his mother tongue being spoken elegantly. I guess the way it plays out is,
What I'm really excited about is our opportunity to leverage a more agile, future-focused framework.
That's it. That's literally all I needed to hear. That promotion is yours. Heck, take my job. I resign.
as the study proved, jargon users view their bosses as charismatic and visionaries. In their eyes, the lazy, incompetent middle manager is viewed as some kind of Steve Jobs-like mastermind. The jargon lovers start using their boss's language, so they're best friends now. Me, on the other hand, I can't keep my mouth shut. I complain. I throw chairs out the window. I don't want to think about how much has been deducted from my paycheck throughout the years, due to all the damage I've caused. The jargon lover sees the world through a different lens. She validates the boss man's ideas, she respects him, and she gets rewarded for it. But if you step into Big Corp for one moment, you find a bunch of brothers doing exceptional work, but they're not getting promoted because they're not using jargon. The ones who say,
"With all due respect, this company is going under. We're all going to lose our jobs."
instead of,
We are currently experiencing some headwinds in our operational velocity metrics.
They're not viewed favorably by leadership.
That's absurd.
Yup, you're not lying. The study calls it a paradox. Employees most inspired by visionary corporate language are the least equipped to make sound business decisions. And yet, those employees are climbing the ladder because the ladder is run by people who also score high on the scale. You see why this is bad?
Bruh.
But it's not over. The final thing in this study is the most messed up part. The researchers found that employees high in corporate bullshit receptivity are also the ones spreading it, meaning they don't just mindlessly fall for it. They spread it like it's a virus, and then they elevate the leaders who use it most. The study describes this as a negative feedback loop. It self-perpetuates. Jessica gets promoted because she fell for her boss's BS. Jessica now has hiring power. She hires people who remind her of herself. In other words, people who also use corporate jargon and thus are idiots. More drones enter the building. More people who can't tell the difference between a unique idea and word salad. They promote even more Jessicas, and this process goes on and on. It multiplies over and over again. The people who are smart don't fall for the corporate jargon, and thus don't get promoted. Instead, they're tasked with actually doing the work. The spread of corporate jargon is literally like a virus. Once it infects one person at the company, it spreads, and then more, like a freaking zombie epidemic. It's like, okay, the infected drones have taken over the 3rd floor. The 4th floor is still relatively jargon-free. We should be able to make it a safe zone. Also, I think I left a quarter of a cheeseburger there. Let's not leave anything up for chance. Guys? Son of a bitch! You motherfuckers! Okay, perhaps it's not that dramatic, but still! The study found that when corporate bull becomes the dominant communication style in an organization, it starts attracting the wrong people at the hiring stage too. And the people who are allergic to it start to feel like they're the problem, like they're too blunt or whatever. That's why we need to fight this jargon thing Rambo style. If not, it'll achieve complete domination. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight in the meeting rooms. We shall fight during elevator rides. We shall fight during lunch breaks, and we shall fight at the Christmas parties. We shall never surrender. So here we are. Cornell University published 4 studies based on over 1,000 workers. They built the corporate Receptivity Scale. It's a legit peer-reviewed measurement tool. It's not something I came up with, although I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish it had been me. The results were clear. People who love corporate jargon are dumb. Fine, they formulated it in a slightly more pragmatic manner. But let's face it, they're dumb. But somehow, they're more likely to end up in charge of you. So basically, this study confirms everything we already knew. Are you getting this? Mickey? Huh? Mickey? What's this?
Dear Cringe, I've been thinking and I've come to realize being a part of the opposition is not for me. Everyone opposed to corporate BS is conscious. But you know what? Being conscious is a burden. It is all so heavy. Alongside you, I have fought the corporate bullshit. I have done so my whole life, and for what? Nothing ever changes. If you can't beat them, you should join them. So that's what I'm gonna do. There is no escape.
Oh my god! Oh my goddamn god! Mickey!
Hi, Cringe.
Thank God, you're still normal.
I just wanted to say that I'm really excited about the opportunity to add value here at Big Corp. Are you?
Oh my god. They did it. They finally did it. Big Corp finally, truly won. They finally really did it. You maniacs! God damn you! Damn you all to hell!